You're going to find out by the end of the class if you are a Viking or a temple dancer. How about that? Yeah, we're going to have a little test there, okay?
A hell of a difference.
Exactly. That's the extreme of one and the other. That's how life is, right? And we fall somewhere in that kind of extreme.
One, yes, you are a Viking. The other one is you're graceful.
You got it. You got it. And there's actually physical tests to that. So if you're uncertain, if you have a personality like a Viking or a temple dancer, right? But if you have a physical structure like that. So here we go. Are you a Viking? Or are you a temple dancer? Okay, this is how you know. Take your hand out like this. Take your thumb and see how far you can reach it down to your wrist or your forearm, right? Is there a resistance there? And where do we have?
I can't go all the way.
I know, right, okay.
I can go all the way down.
So she can go all the way down.
Oh, left, right?
Yeah, and then the other one. You're trying to take it down like you're trying to touch your inner forearm, right? Now, if there's much of a resistance, that means you're tightly bound a little bit in terms of your ligament structure, your tendon structure, and your muscle structure, and therefore you are a Viking, okay? So if you have that ability to kind of touch and everything moves around and your joints are loose and your ligaments are loose, then you are a temple dancer, okay? So this is what we need to keep in mind as we do our movements then in yoga class. If you are a Viking, that means your structure is solid. You can heal really well. If you get injured, everything is going to bind together nicely because it is kind of tightly bound, and you will, from surgeries, you will heal really well. But you will tend to be stiff in your joints because everything is bound. So that means those rotations that we do are super important, right? The little halos, the little teacups, all those movements, right? If you are more on the temple dancer side, you're going to be more loose in your structure. That means you will get injured a little more oftenly if you are not aware, and it will take you longer to heal because of that. So she knows that, right? We know that. Maxine is in that situation, right? So when we do movements that are loosey-goosey, she needs to create the strong structure because her ligaments won't hold your joints as well. So that means you have to work with your bone structure. So all of us fall on a scale between, are we really truly like a number 10 Viking or are we a number 5 Viking, right? So in your body structure, you kind of will know that. So how many people are temple dancers? You are? Nobody else? You are? Yeah, that's right, you are. Okay. My husband is actually one because he can go all the way down. And I've never seen him do this, so I don't really know, right? But I think most of us are more on the Viking side. So that's why we need to have all that lubrication and that movement. So we're going to start with the teacup, which is a perfect one for that. And for you, you want to be more stable in some of the poses instead of the swirl. Okay, so the teacup's up here. Here we go, figure 8. Up and around. Don't spill the tea. All the way down and around. Oh, did I hear a pop from somebody? Because yeah, that was me. I did first and then you did. Good, roll it around. That's what all of our Vikingness, we need this. Good. And then when we come back to the center, we go the opposite way. So fingertips in towards the belly button, down and around like a halo over your head. Good. I love that one. Oh, Barry, you're spilling. Good. And around we go. Good. And then holding on, teacup, transfer to the other side. Here we go. Up and around, tuck and under. Yeah, so that nice little mobility to the joint. Good. And one more time. And then we'll go the opposite way. Fingertips in towards the belly and down a little bit, up and around and swoop. Good, up and around and swoop it. Good, and now the next time when you have that teacup in front of you, place them both on the tray, because we're gonna do the tray. It comes up like this, up, fingertips in toward each other, look up, and then bring it all the way down, fingertips in towards the belly button and round and tuck your chin, pull backwards. Good, let's do that 2 more times. So we're gonna inhale, lift up, look up. And exhale down and around, tuck the chin. And then last one, inhale, reach up, look up. And exhale down and around. Good, and then when you come back to the center, holding in nice and tight, and then out and in a few times.